Welcome back. Right, let's talk about Liverpool now. And the champions were beaten for the 7th time this season. That was by Bournemouth at the weekend. They conceded a really late Bournemouth winner. They're now outside the top 5 in the Premier League table. I mean, Clinton, seems remarkable, really. Obviously, champions last season. Can you see them now not even qualifying for the Champions League next season?
Oh, that's a tough. I've always said Liverpool will make it, and I still think they will make it, but there is big question marks at the moment. It might be 5th is good enough as well to make it into the Champions League, so it probably will be. But yeah, there's big pressure. I think there will be big pressure on them. I think they're under pressure with the form of Man United. Chelsea should be there or thereabouts. I think the top 3 should be there. Villa shouldn't come out of it with the quality they've got, even though I know Unai Emery said they're not a top 5 team. And I totally understand where he's coming from that, but they're overachieving, and I think they've got a bit of a gap at the moment. So there is pressure. You can't... Listen, Bournemouth have not been in the best of forms, but we know how attacking them 2 games are. But I thought Liverpool were poor, making too many mistakes and getting punished at the moment.
What about the head coach, Arne Slot, and his position?
If it
comes, it's obviously coming under scrutiny now. What happens at the end of the season if they don't qualify for the Champions League?
He's gone. I don't care what he did last season. Liverpool, the money they've spent in that window with these top players was to kick on this season and win the Premier League. And I can understand circumstances have been difficult for Liverpool this season. There's been a lot going on and players missing and stuff. So I totally get that. But when you spend that much money, that football club should be qualifying for the Champions League. First and foremost, they were meant to win the Premier League. Sometimes he has to look at himself, Arne Slot. I don't think at times when he comes out and says, oh, we can't deal with the directness and the long ball. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm not going to be able to out-football you, but if I'm a team, I'm going to play a big man up front, put the ball in the box, do long throws and cause you problems. Stop telling your team weakness and just find a solution how to fix it. And that is his problem at the moment. I think he talks far too much in the press. And instead of looking at his own team, how they're not performing well enough, and he's under pressure, he wants to question, oh, we can't deal with X. Don't tell teams what you can't deal with. And he's done that the whole season. And credit to Bournemouth. I thought they were outstanding on the day.
Yeah, and Bournemouth, I mean, Arne Slot has talked about facing a low block as well and struggling against that, but Bournemouth didn't do that. They came at Liverpool like they come at everyone. It does seem incredible, given the money they spent, that, you know, they had Szoboszlai filling in again at right back and Endo playing at centre back, and it's been horrible, particularly injury-wise at the back.
Yeah. Well, talking of that, I mean, you mentioned errors that some players made over the weekend. I mean, do you feel like Arne Slot has been let down by some of his experienced players? We know all the talk about Mo Salah earlier on this season, but what did you make of Virgil van Dijk's performance on the weekend? Because you could look at all 3 goals and point the finger a little bit.
I get that. Virgil, he had a bad game. He's still top player, but he's not been the Virgil van Dijk that we've seen over previous seasons. So I understand he's probably had to deal with new fullbacks beside him and a centre-half in Kanai. He's not been playing well, but I think he, first and foremost, he needs to look at himself as the captain and say the performances that he's putting at the moment are not good enough. And yeah, he looks like he's frustrated, but nowhere near good enough from Liverpool. With the way they've set their standards, it's been a struggle. And that is why, for the life of me, and I'll keep saying it, you shouldn't have waited to the last day of the transfer window to get Mark Gay. You should have got him at the start of the summer, because you know you needed a centre-half and you knew his contract was running down at Palace. Go and get him then, because at the end of the day, Palace don't have enough time to go and bring someone, because I think him and Van Dijk would have forged a really good partnership. Even though Kanate didn't play in this game, I totally understand it, but Virgil van Dijk, it was a disappointing game for him, and I know he doesn't like criticism, but sometimes we have to give him criticism because he sets so much high standards at the moment, and that was a bad game for him, and he wasn't nowhere near good enough. But I go back to it. To 1-0, Joe Gomez is injured. You leave Endo on the side for 5-6 minutes and don't make a sub, and Bournemouth make it 2. What are you waiting for? Like, Joe Gomez has to come off. What are you waiting for? Make the substitution. Don't be like, okay, well, I'm not saying they're doing that, but we're Liverpool, and basically, you know what, our 10 men, we can hold on. They're against a good Bournemouth team who are very good at home and can score goals. So, yeah, it's frustrating. Listen, I still think Van Dijk is a top defender. He just had an off day.
Yeah. Well, that's Liverpool. Manchester City, meanwhile, were back to winning ways after a 2-0 win over Wolves on Saturday, which included a debut for Mark Gay. And after the match, he was reunited with a good friend of his.
I knew that was coming. I knew it was coming. Hello, Mark. Oh, it's Clinton, mate. I don't even need to say hello to you. You already know who it is. Oh, I hope you're not missing me too much, mate. But how are you settling in there?
Clint, I love you, you know. You're the man. I can't even lie.
Don't say that, bro. Don't say that. See what I mean?
No.
See?
I have to. He's my guy.
See?
But yeah, it's been great. It's been great since I've come to the club. Like I said, everyone's made me feel so welcome. The fans, the staff, the players. So yeah, couldn't ask for anything more. I'm glad, man. You're my favourite player. You already know that. Back to you, Si, because this is too much of a loving. I don't want everyone there to get jealous. I'm going to message you, mate, because I want to come and watch you. You know I'm your number one fan, so I'm going to message you, come and watch you. These lot are jealous. They don't like the loving, but keep up the good work, mate. Thank you. Don't worry, I got you.
Have you messaged him?
Yeah, of course, he's got me. If you want a box, we'll go get it. He's sorting me out.
That's big talk.
He's the man there. He said he'll sort me out, and he backs it. He does back it. He will sort me out, but no, he's such a humble guy. I wish him, you meet a lot of footballers. He's one of the nicest footballers I've met. Stay in contact with him, and I wish him all the best. And you know what? A top defender as well. Made his debut on the weekend.
What did you make of that?
He looked like he'd been playing there the whole time. I know Wolves were disappointed, but they had a goal in the second half. But even his passing, and everyone feels comfortable and make him feel at home. He said he settled in well. The players, the fans have made him settle in. I think that ball to Semenyo should have scored. It was a great pass, but for someone they've signed for 20 million, they've got a bargain there. He will be future Man City captain. That's how high I rate him. I think he's a leader. They call him Uncle Mark for a reason. He's still at a young age because he's got so much experience. But yeah, he's a top defender, and he'd be the first name on that, one of the first names on that England sheet. That's for sure in the World Cup.
Could he be the difference for Manchester City? We know they needed some reinforcements, especially with issues that they've had in central defence. No Ruben Diaz, no Josko Gvardiol. Yeah, definitely. I think they do need Diaz back. Gvardiol could be out for the season, but they need Diaz back and Stones to play alongside him. But he can make a difference. It's going to be difficult for them because they play such a high line. So it's going to be different defending how he is with Palace with a 3 and they play a 4. But he's got the experience, and yeah, he reads the game ever so well. I think he's a top player, not just because we're friends. I've just watched his growth and how he is, and he always wants to listen and learn. Even Pep said how good he was, so I wish him all the best, and I'll get you all tickets. Yeah, invite us to the box. We'll be willing to come and join you in that box. Right, just 7 days left in this transfer window, of course. Where could JP Mateta be on the move to? More on the transfer show next.
Good evening, welcome along to the transfer show. Now, by this time next week, the January window will have closed. So, the race is on to get deals done. Kaveh Solokol and Mark McAdam are here to make sure that you don't miss a thing. Coming up, after potential moves to Juventus and Aston Villa didn't materialise, is it third time lucky for Crystal Palace's want-away striker, Jean-Philippe Mateta? We assess where Liverpool are with a week to go after Jamie Redknapp and Jamie Carragher urge Arne Slot to go into the market. Bayern Munich are making moves to make sure no one can get hold of their top scorer. And we'll explain why the prospect